right. Yeah. As long as you can hear me, stay back, but if you don't, come forward. There's room up here too. And we're gonna start a class. So let's begin by laying down on the length of the roller. So start sitting at one end, tailbone at the end, and then go ahead and roll back. Once your head is down, you can feel the blades sink down around the curves of your roller. Extend the arms out to the side and just rock a little from side to side. By keeping the back of the hands on the ground, you're going to feel a bigger stretch across your chest. And then we'll come center, feet about 4 to 5 inches apart, and lengthen the arms down here at your side. We do some balance work here with knee folds. So find a focal point above you, feel your shoulder blades drape down around the curve of the roller, and feel your feet standing firmly into the ground. Feel the back in front of the foot, the inside and outside of each foot. Now, as you inhale, you'll pull the right knee up to a tabletop position, and exhale, lower it down slowly. And once it's down, steady the foot. Inhale, the left leg comes up. Be sure you keep the right leg, your standing leg, activated through the inner thigh by pressing through the inner edges of your feet. And then exhale, lower the left leg down. If this is too easy, you would stretch the arms forward so only the fingers or maybe the palm and the fingers touch the ground. So you can start to feel you have to engage more core to keep your body steady and stable. You want equal weight on the right and left side of the body, so try to let your body drape down like it's hugging the body here hugging the roller underneath your body, and then lower the foot down with your slow breath. Now, as we lift the right knee, maybe take your hands, maybe even your elbows to the ground, and you pick the left arm up with the right knee. So the arm goes to vertical, so does the knee, and then exhale, lower them down. The arm has to move a little faster than the leg to bring the hand and the foot down simultaneously. Connect to the ground, and now here, pick up your left knee and your right arm. Bring them up to the sky, and then exhale, bring them down, take your time. Your gaze should be soft, but focused above you on the ceiling. Spread your standing foot into the ground. Right knee rises, the weight of the femur drops into the socket. The left arm rises, and the left shoulder blade drops. And then bring everything down, take your time. As you lift, you want the knee and the hand to come vertical at the same moment. And then also as you lower, the hand and foot press into the floor at the same moment. So here we go, right knee again, left arm rises. Exhale, lower down. One more like this, left knee, right arm. You might be able to feel the work in your arm, the work in your core, holding your balance. Now, I would suggest having your elbows to the ground for this one, and then we'll pick up the right knee and the left arm. But to stabilize through the standing foot, and then bring the right hand up, even just a fraction, and then lower the right hand down, and lower everything else down. We'll take the left arm and the right knee up. Let your shoulder blades hug the roller. Lift the left arm off the floor. Bring it down. Right arm, left leg low. We do this again. So let your right knee and left arm rise. So the shoulder blades hug. Pick up your right arm. Right arm lowers. Everything else goes down here. And now left knee and right arm up. Stand into the right foot, work the inner thigh, lift the left arm, bring it down, and lower everything else. So you can leave just your fingertips on the floor here. Elbows up, palms up. Inhale, pick the right knee up. Exhale, pull the left knee up. Now we're having a soft point through the feet. You're going to tap the right foot down. And then as the right leg lifts, the left leg is going down. The feet will pass in mid-stride. So there'll be a moment in time when there's no connection of your legs to the floor. only the fingertips. So you switch here and inhale for one switch of the legs and exhale for the next. Right, be sure your sacrum is grounded. You still have a little lift in your waist on the roller. Just switch as you breathe. And then we'll leave the right foot down, lower the heel, lower the left foot down, lower the heel. And now here, open the arms and rock a little bit side to side. Now we'll bring the arms to the side again, pull the left knee up. Exhale, pull the right leg up, press the legs together. And then you pick up your right hand, bring it across and touch the outside of the left knee. Lower the arm down on the right. Anchor the elbow, lift the left arm, bring it across and touch the outside of the right leg. And then bring it down. I'm hoping I don't fall off. So lift the arm, take the right arm across the left outer knee, lower it down, feel the connection to the ground, take the left hand over to the right outer leg, bring it down here. And we do one more. Right arm across to the left and down. Left arm across to the right and then down. And exhale to lower both legs. All right, rock your hips a little side to side. Then massage across that SI joint, the sacral area. And now just stretch both legs forward and both arms back. Circle the arms around at your side, arms on the ground, elbows grounded again. And we'll pull the left leg in and the right one into frog. Heels together, knees apart, hip width. And you'll stretch the legs up towards the ceiling. And exhale, frog down. So you push the legs up high, stretch and reach. Inner edges of the heels together, exhale, frog back. If you want to go a little lower, the legs go out on a slight diagonal. Just watch that you feel this work in your abdominals and you're not overworking your spine and your back. So you push the legs out into space like you're reaching out for the corner of the room or for a different part of the ceiling. Hold the knees in. You can pull them tight and get a little rounding in your low back. Just be sure your tailbone is supported here as you work these exercises and frog back in. Lengthen out, stretch. Exhale, frog home. And one more time, press it away. Whether the leg is vertical or on a slight diagonal, you choose. Parallel legs, soft point through your feet. It's like you're wrapping the arches of your feet around a softball. So we're going to slide the legs forward, keep the edges of the feet together. Exhale, pull the legs back in. And we do that again. If the edges of the feet don't touch, keep the thighs together. Or the edges of the knees, whatever you can manage to organize will help. So you stretch out and away, you pull it back in. Two more like this. Inhale to reach, exhale and return. If it's too easy, elbows off the ground, just hold the palms and the fingers into the floor. Once more like that. You can see the less support you have from your arms, the more work you're going to find in your core. Now here, exhale, lower both feet down. Separate the feet a little bit, rock side to side, shoulders and hips to one side, then the other. And come back to center. We have two more in the footwork series. So we'll take a deep inhale, breathe in, exhale, pull both legs up. And now flex your feet, flex your ankles, legs together, like a unileg. Push the heels up and out towards the ceiling. Exhale and fold the knees in. Also fold the thighs in towards your belly, towards your chest, to get the flexion in the hip as well as in the knee. So the legs extend and they pull back in. Press it out. You can go out on a slight diagonal away from vertical, as long as it's not too much for your back. Pay attention to what your body's telling you. Reach and lengthen, reach up to the heels, pull down and back with the toes towards the shins. Pull it back in. We'll do that again. Just stretch, lengthen out, exhale, pull back. And again, if you feel like it's too easy for you, just the hands to the ground. Elbows up. We'll do one more like this, the toes reaching back towards the knees, back towards your belly. Pull this in, And now we take the legs up to the sky. You want them vertical, whether you're straight or with bent knees over your chest, whichever that is. Feet over the pelvic floor. Inhale to point, exhale to flex. Heel ball toe, toe ball heel. When the toes curl down, really lift the heels up and feel like stretching the calf muscles. And then you can feel the calves work as you point the feet and work through an extension, plantar flexion, really through the arch of the foot. All the way up, and then pull the toes down. One more, inhale to point, and exhale to flex. Inhale, fold the knees into your body. Exhale, lower the feet down, and we're sliding off the roller. Okay. We'll take it across the lower back. So you have it under your knees, under your thighs. Center yourself on the mat, and then lift the hips up to go across your sacrum. And now pull the knees into your chest. We're doing the knee sways. I think they'll feel really good after the footwork. So you inhale, bring the knees over to one side, turn your head look away, both shoulders on the ground. Exhale, press the roller down, sweep the legs across to the left, and you look to the right. This will help open your chest as you keep the shoulder blades heavy. Bringing up to one side and then to the other. Just move with your breath, going from right to left. Roll across the sacrum, roll across the top part of the glute, and then we reverse the direction. The hands pressing in will help you organize the upper body here, to the rib cage into the upper oblique abdominals, and then we go back again over to the left. One more set here. Swing your legs over to your right. Get the massage into that low back area, and exhale. Come back to center and then over to the left. And then bring it all the way back to center here. Exhale to lower the feet. Inhale, lift your hips, the roller comes out, and exhale, lower the spine. We're gonna go onto your side here and do a rotation with the whole body. So let's take the roller across your mat. These will stay bent. And you're going to drape the armpit over the roller. So you want the roller to be higher towards your face, lower towards your hips. So as I come down onto here, I have to move the roller so it snugs into the armpit. You're on one side with the knees bent and the feet aligned with your tailbone. Good. Then both hands will cup the base of your skull, and you'll tuck your chin into your chest. Pull both elbows to hug the roller underneath you. Now remember, actually I should tell you this. You want the roller to be just slightly higher in front of you, slightly lower behind you, and you want to be near, like within 8 inches or so of the front edge of the roller. Because after we embrace it, we're going to keep the hips stacked, the knees stacked, and the bottom leg on the ground. You start to bring your gaze across the floor, up to the ceiling, and roll back. And hopefully there's roller there behind you to support the other shoulder blade. You can lift up your left shoulder blade here, or the bottom one, depending which way you're facing. Try to keep your top leg on the bottom one, even though the knee slides back a bit as the hip sinks towards the ground. Now, we start hanging your head back and supported by your hands. The top knee glides forward, so the knees are stacked. That lifts your top hip. Work from the tail up to rotate through the spine. Vertebra by vertebra, you come around, and then you tuck your chin into your chest, and you embrace the roller in front of you. And then we start to go back again, gaze forward across the floor, up the wall to the ceiling, and across the ceiling above you. You're going to hang yourself back, try to look back behind the back elbow. And again, move your knee and your hip forward, so let's start to work through your oblique abs. Coming around, you exhale to pick up the rib cage, round forward here, chin to your chest, hug this out. Now, if you're really tight in your lats, or if the roller is really hard, you might want additional padding. You can always keep that in mind to put another mat over it, a towel over it, your sweatshirt over it, and we're taking this back again. So we roll here, we get a big spiral through the spine, the head falls back into the support of your hands. And then knee and hips start the movement forward. So we're working up the spine now as we come forward to embrace the roller. Okay, and then hands on the floor, come on up. And we do the other side. So again, you start with the roll on horizontal and give it a little slant. And then you lay your armpit over it. Snug it in there. Heels in line with your tailbone. Knees are bent. And now we bring both hands to the skull and we look down and in. Hug the roller, feel the blades spread on your back behind you. Then as you bring your gaze, follow the roller's line, going across the floor up to the ceiling. Roll back. You can lift your bottom elbow a little bit to go all the way back and let your whole shoulder girdle be supported on your roller. Look back at that elbow behind you. And then start with knee and hip, keep looking back. Work the body up and around in this spiral. Exhale to bring the ribs forward and around, and then hug your roller. Tuck your chin in towards your throat, and we do this again. So gaze first, you move the head to start the rotation through the neck. As the head and the neck continue to move, the rotation goes down through the thoracic spine where the ribs are to the lumbar spine, and then you're trying not to drop the top hip back, but it will fall back a little bit. As you get more open, the hips will be more stacked, parallel to the ground. Now again, you start knee, then hip. Picture your spine, start at the very base of the tail, and think of it rotating inch by inch up the body to bring the whole body around, and then curve your body, your upper arms around the roller. We do one more here. Take your time and enjoy this rotation. We start to roll back. You fall back with the shoulder with a controlled descent. Reach both knees forward, the bottom leg stays heavy onto the mat. You can even take your head back in extension if it feels good for your throat, good for your neck. Maybe lift it a little bit as you slide the knees forward. And then pull yourself around, big exhale, pump the air out of your lungs, embrace the roller in front of you, hug it tight. And then we come on off of the roller. And up to sitting. Okay, we'll put the roller aside. Be sure your therapist is near you if you want it for your roll back. Never roll back or roll up. You can have the legs together in front of you. The band can go around your feet. You can hold on to it. If you don't want it, if you don't need it, you can just go hands free. So we sit upright on the sits bones, arms come forward, and then look down top, and we roll the spine into the ground. Keep lengthening out with your legs in the opposite direction from the movement of your spine. Come down here, 1 inch from vertebra. Lengthen the body along the mat, stretch the arms back behind you, keeping the ribs grounded. We lift the arms, start to lift head, neck, and chest. Exhale, pull forward, bend your spine, curve. You don't just come with a flat back up from your hip joints, and you dive here, sucking the waist back again into the spinal curve. The head reaches down, forehead towards the knees. And then we press out through the heels, rotate the pelvis around the back of the legs. Nice, shoulders can melt down your back. You pull your spine down, inch by inch, the belly resists the lowering of the body to the ground, and it releases gradually, sort of reluctantly, to bring you to the floor, arms stretch back again. Lifting here, as the arms lift, the blades drop. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale. Try to feel if you can work through both sides equally. Sometimes we rely on the stronger side. And then take a deep bow. If your hamstrings are tight, knees bend, but you still feel the stretch in the back of your legs. And we'll bring it back again one more time. Come all the way down here, stretch out through your legs. Slowly articulate down. Very good. Your arms reach back and press behind you. And then let's circle the arms around. We're going to come up one more time, so if you want to lift the arms up to the sky, do that. I think I will too. And then lift the head, neck, and chest. Exhale, pull yourself up. Be sure you work hard enough, right? And dive over. And then we are going to use the roller again. So we'll take it lengthways down the spine to work on our hundreds on the roller. So the good news is, right, you're not going to be lifting your feet. So you're going to sit near the front edge. Your hands may be to the floor, probably best to the ground. And then you curl the tail up, the elbows can bend as you lower your spine down. And wiggle forward if you're not, if your head isn't supported. Again, we want to feel the shoulder blades drape around the roller, the feet grounded about 4 to 5 inches in front of you. Now, if you find that you're having, you feel less stable than you would like on the roller, the feet a little wider is going to be helpful. But we're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders, come to your upper up curl, extend the arms forward and pump the arms here. Look down at your abs and pump the arms up and down, inhaling and exhaling. You're going to put this right into your abdominal wall. Prevent yourself from falling back. Keep trying to lift the head and chest forward, getting the bend right under the chest wall into this upper abs. This is not so much into the low abs, so try to picture the lower abdominals pulling the chest forward, pulling the ribs forward, to help you lift the head to a more vertical position. You can always rest your head back, or take one hand behind your head for support. Breathing in completely, exhale as much air out as you can. Just go for 2 more breaths here, and then one last one. Get all the air out of your lungs, and then let it back down. Take your arms at your side, feet can go a little wider, pull the knees together in front of you, and then we're going to turn your head to the left and let the head slide down the roller, keeping the right shoulder heavy on the opposite side of the roller surface. You're trying to get a little stretch here in the neck. And then you're going to keep looking down at the ground, slide your head up, and then look at the ceiling. So it's now centered on top of the roller. Now rotate your neck, turn your head to the left, slide down parallel with the head. Here, since we went to the right with the head, the left shoulder blade is sinking towards the floor, wrapping around the curve of the roller. Slide the head up, and then bring your gaze center. We'll do one more set. So turn your head to your left. The head slides downhill, chin tucked into your chest. The right shoulder drops into the mat. The right elbow is heavy on the floor. And then we pull the head up, still looking down and back, and then rotate, come back to center. And one more time. So turn your head, rotate your neck to the right. It slides down on the right side of the roller. Let it hang from the shoulder, from the collarbone. Press that left shoulder blade into the roller beneath your body. Slide the head up. Center the gaze. We're good. Now, let's, excuse me, bring the legs again parallel, 4 inches apart. If you have a ball, you might want to put the ball between your thighs and squeeze it. That will help this exercise. So from here, we're just going to slide the right foot forward while holding the thigh parallel to the other one and lift the foot off the ground, so that from the side, both legs would be in the same line all the way to the knee, and then the bottom part of the leg extends out. Good. And then if you hold the thigh where it is, just bend the knee, the foot slides underneath you. Weight in the heel, stand weight into the right leg, squeeze the ball, or squeeze an imaginary ball, slide the left foot forward, up and out, hold the thighs parallel, and then slide that foot back. Good. So you feel that? So the thighs stay in alignment, the leg extends at the knee, and then folds at the knee. Here we go for the right side again. So extend it out, hold it on the diagonal, then exhale to bring it on back. Foot presses into the ground, spread the foot, and now here we go for the left. And then bring that back here. All right, slide your fingers forward, upper up curl. Look at that space between your legs, squeeze the ball. And just your fingertips on the mat, extend the right leg out and up. Slide the foot back on the floor. Keep the upper up curl, increase it. Now the left leg goes up and out. Leave the ball here between your thighs. And then fold the leg, pull it back. One more set. Come deeper into the curve, only the tip of the blades touch. Right leg extends. Then reach the left arm forward. Lower the left hand, lower the foot, re-engage the upper abs. And now the left leg extends. The right arm reaches forward. Lower the right hand, bend the knee, lay yourself down. Okay, turn your head easy side to side. And we're sliding off the roller again. All right, excellent. So here we are going to take the roller between our legs. So the roller's coming between the knees and the lower part of the upper thigh and between the arches of your feet. Roll back, bringing the roller into tabletop position. Okay, now I want you to slide the heels forward like your heels are on a conveyor belt, hands to the belly. See how far you can go and feel the belly engage more as you go out, keeping the legs, the shins, and the roller parallel to the ground. Exhale and pull it back slowly. Goal is to keep this in the abs and out of your back. The back will stiffen as you take the legs forward, but you don't want to feel the back arch. So really engage the abdominals. Slide the legs forward just a little bit here. Feel the belly start to quiver. Exhale and bring it on back. It's helpful to literally press the roller with your legs. This exercise is called hot dog. You're thinking about, obviously, the legs are the bun, the roller is the hot dog, and then bring it on back. You can pull the knees in a little closer to your chest if you want to feel a little rounding of the low back to give it some release. And two more. Inhale, it glides forward and out. Increase the load into the abdominals without arching the spine. Exhale and bring it back. The back is going to stiffen when the legs go out because of the abdominal muscles. Most of them wrap around to connective tissue on your back. But you want to hold the curves of your spine steady as the legs reach away. And then exhale, pull it back, take your time. So obviously you can do this to whatever works for your body. And then we put the roller aside. In case you overestimated, right, your ability to control it, let's pull the left knee into your chest. Stretch the right leg down the mat. And now let's stir the leg on the socket. And then we reverse the circles. We'll pull that knee in towards the left armpit. The right leg stretches out. And then pull the left knee with the right hand across the body towards the right shoulder. Release, bring the knee back to center, left hand on the knee, right hand on the right hip bone. Keep the body parallel to the ground. Keep the right hip down as you open the left knee out to the side. And rotate the body to the right so that you're really keeping the right glute heavy onto the mat under you. Exhale, pull the knee up, switch hands. Take your right hand on the left knee and pull that across the body. The left arm extends, get that spiral here through your spine again. And exhale, unwind. Come back to center and embrace that left leg into your body one more time. Hold on to the shin or hold on to the back of the thigh if your knee doesn't like the compression. And we'll slide that left leg forward. Shake out the legs. See how it feels like your left side has dropped about half an inch deeper into the ground. We take the tension out of the body. We feel it relax and release. So now we pull the right knee in. Embrace it in tight first. Reach out through the right sits bone. And then release it slightly and stir the leg with the right hand on the knee, circling the femur on the socket. And then we release and circle in the other direction. All right, you'll pull that knee into the right armpit. Fly slightly to the outside of the rib cage. And then bring the knee across and up on a diagonal towards the left shoulder. That may give you a really good stretch diagonally across the glute into the upper outer thigh. Come back to center, right hand to the right knee, open it out to the side, and press the left hip down, hand on the hip bone. Try to rotate the left side of the body into the floor as you push the right leg away from it. And then let's exhale, pick up the knee, switch hands, left hand on right knee, Right arm extends out. Let's bring the knee across the body. Give yourself that rotation again. And look out along the right arm. Exhale, unwind, pull the right hip down, and you lift up to the sky. Now pull it in, embrace it. And then we release the right leg. Stretch it forward here, shake them out. Okay, now we are going to use the strap. Let's start on the left leg today. So we'll pull the left leg in and place the band on the left leg. Okay, single leg circles with the leg up in the air to begin. Slide your elbows as far forward towards the waist, towards the hips as you can, so the shoulders ease away from your ears. And with a soft point, we bring the leg across the body over to the right and exhale forward and around. Pivot here from your elbow, reach the leg up high. So it's a short inhale, a long exhale all the way around and up to the ceiling. We're picking up the pace a little bit. Inhale across and exhale down, around and up to the ceiling. 2 more here. Reach further with every repetition. Come all the way up to the top and one last one. You rotate the leg on the hip as you go. Now reverse out to the right, external rotation. Sorry, that was the left. So used to starting on the right side. So reach again and push the left leg forward into the strap, drag it over to the right without lifting the left hip. We reach out again here, try to find some freedom in the movement, even though in a way it's restrained, although it's supported by the band. And one last one here. Go a little further, hold the hips steady, hold the body grounded here on the mat. So we take the ends of the band in the left hand, open the leg out to the left, the right side is grounded, and rock the leg slow, smooth, gentle movement here. Leg at external rotation, floating away from the torso. Try to press the right side of the body deeper into the ground. You'll feel work in your core when you do that. Exhale, lift the leg up to the ceiling, switch hands. On the right hand, hold the band. And you bring the leg across, extending the left arm out. Try to bring your hips really like parallel to the wall. Stretch out through the leg, including the heel. Rotate the leg internally. Breathe into that stretch. Exhale, unwind, lowering the hip to lift the foot up. And then give it a little tug here. Get some more of a stretch in the hamstring, in the back of the upper thigh. And then you can fold the knee in and the band just comes off. Embrace the leg in. And then slide it forward next to the right one. Shake out both legs. And just feel the opening of the left hip in particular, the rotation externally of the left leg, and the length and weight of the 2 legs comparative. So here we go for the right leg. We pull it in and place the band on the foot, on the ball of the foot in the arch. Lift it up. Feel that stretch. One end of the band in each hand, and the elbows are grounded by your waist. Just breathe into that, and now we point the foot to start the circle. Inhale across the body, right leg moves left, push forward and low, out to the side, hold the left side grounded, bring it all the way up, complete the exhale. So a short inhale, a quarter of the distance, a long exhale for 3/4 of the time of the distance, and reach again. Ideally, we'd like the inhale to be so short enough that the exhale, when it ends at the top, you're literally out of breath. We're doing one more circle here. Push the other side, then move through the space you created, come up to the top, and we reverse. Out to the right, stretch forward and down, circle it across and lift it high. Reach again. Every chance to take the leg out to the side is a chance to feel more stable in your center, get more work into your core. Notice which muscles hold you steady against the weight and movement of your leg. And it isn't necessarily the muscles, it's the area, right? You don't need a lot of anatomy, but you know what you feel. And then we come up to the top, and we'll take the edge, both ends of the band in your right hand. Open the leg out to the right. Rock it a little bit towards your right shoulder. Again, try to rotate the left side down a little heavier into the mat. It'll give you a bigger stretch diagonally across the front of the pelvis and the upper inner thigh. And now we exhale, lift the leg here, switch hands. So the left hand holds the strap. We bring it across, we stretch the arm out. You look at the hand and you bring the leg across and rotate internally. Pull the hip down, lift the leg, bring it up, pull it back, and then fold the knee into your chest. Embrace it in, hug it tight, and the back goes to the side. Extend the right leg forward, shake out your legs. Let's see if we ended up with them feeling more equivalent in length, weight, ease. And then we'll pull the right knee in again to roll forward and up for rolling with the ball. Come up and sit near the front of your neck. You'll bring the edges of your feet together, the knees are wide, the width of your shoulders, hands to your shins, unless this is newer to you, hands would be to your thighs. Curl the tail up, pull the waist back, bring the upper curl, and we roll. Inhale, lift the tail in the air, roll back, head is off the ground, exhale, come forward to balance and rock again. So it starts with the tip of the tail. So you're not leaning your head back to start the movement, you're curling at the other end of the spine, roll across the sacrum, lift it, and then come back. Two more like this, elbows wide and forward, helps make your back rounder. And obviously that's an advantage in a rolling like a ball exercise, right? So one last one. And then we're moving back into the ab series from here. Right hand to the right ankle, left hand on the shin below the knee. And we pull that right leg up, let the left leg float up and out as you roll back to your upper curl. The knee pulls in tight, elbows wide. Inhale, switch. Outside hand to the ankle and switch again. So right hand to right ankle as it pulls in, left hand to the left ankle as it pulls in. We switch again. Breathing through it and inhale to one side and exhale to the other. Keep the head high, either from your abdominal wall, obviously work in the neck, or lay your head down and the legs move higher. We'll do one more set. And then pull both knees into your chest. Double leg stretch, elbows wide. Arms and legs lift to the sky. Circle wide with the arms, embrace the legs in. And we reach and stretch and then pull it into a ball. Keep looking down towards your navel. Don't look up at the ceiling. Don't look up at your feet. Two more to lengthen and then embrace. One last one. Hold the upper ab curl without falling flat. And now you choose to lay down and rock your head side to side. We are going to use the roller across under our sacrum for scissors today. So we lift up the hip, slide the roller underneath the sacrum now. Hands to the roller, and then we exhale to pull the legs in towards tabletop, and then straighten them up to the ceiling. The right leg comes back over the chest, the left leg reaches forward. We inhale to switch, and exhale to switch. Toes soft, but the foot pointed. Glide the legs through the air, push through it like you're moving through water or even sand, right? Try to find that you're furrowing through the sand here. Draw a track in that sand. Two tracks actually. So switch and then switch. One more set. We end with the right leg up and bring the left leg up to meet it. We can also do the double leg lower lift here. Just watch your distance, right? So keep it small. You slide the feet forward. See how far you can go. And feel the abdominal engagement. And then you exhale and you bring them up slowly. And we'll do that again. So inhale to press away. And exhale to lift. You can go further with the hips elevated than we can when the hips are on the mat. You probably can feel that. It's a little easier to have the hips higher for this exercise. Press it out and down. But you can take it to where you really feel it in your core, and then you bring it up. Take your time and feel the stretch as you swing the legs back over your chest. And one more time. Press left leg into right and right leg into left. Firm up the legs to feel more in the center. And then pull the knees in, lower your feet, bridge up, the roller out to the side, Instead of elbow to knee, we're going to do roll back using the fair bend. So it'll face you. All right, so legs together. And again, we're going to use the band here initially. So you can take the band around the ball of the foot, ball of both feet, and sit upright. Now from here, you'll rotate to your right, I'll rotate to my left, so I'm mirroring you. So we're going to twist, you pull the right elbow back and rotate, look behind your shoulder. And then we curl the tail up, go down with your spine, keep the heel grounded, go down to the base of the ribs, maybe the tip of the shoulder blade, and then we lift, maintain that rotation, coming up. So you could also not go down as far. The other option would be to use ankle weights on your ankles, which we have. So we twist in the other direction. So let's see, I'm going right, so you go left. Good. And you try to think about keeping your torso in line with the line of your legs, right? So the rotation is reasonably extreme. Yeah, and then then you should come up whenever you feel like you've gone as far. You don't want the gravity to just pull you to the ground. Like you want to stop before you feel yourself collapse. Come back to center and to the other side. And you go back. Particularly if you're new to this, right? It's going to take some training to work down and then lift. And you can still get a lot of work, even if you go half of the way down, right? So if I twist here and go down and maybe only go to my waist, pause before you come up, wherever you are in your range of motion, and then pull. So that way you're not necessarily feeling like a rebound effect, you're just literally finding the work again. And you have an option, you can do this without the band. And I would suggest if you haven't tried it before, don't go all the way down, right? At least the first time. So you would still pull the elbow back, elbow widen out, and then go down here, curve down, maybe touch your waist down, and then lifting your heels into the floor, come up and center, or continue with the band, right? If you like that effect, getting more rotation and more work all the way down, keep the bend. The idea is to find the modification that really works for you so that you're successful the whole time, right? You want to have that big exhale when you need it. So twist here, and we go down on the side. Lift, push the heels into the floor, exhale. There's the other side. And we try not to get to the point where we have to like pop up and like accelerate through it, because then you're not working smoothly through your muscles. So you might go down not quite as far, or pause, exhale, lift, keep the tempo, no acceleration to get you through the hard parts. Yeah, very good. And then just stretch forward over your legs. Your hands slide as far down as you can, extending the knees, reaching out, breathing into your back. Okay, so coming upright. We're going to skip around a bit. So I think we're going into just the clamp series next. So let's lay on your right side and have your knees bent. And you can prop yourself up on your forearm or lay your head down, depending on what works for your head and neck. Now, we're going to take your top hand, your left hand, in the crease of the left hip, and you're going to point your index finger in. Your finger's about 2.5, 3 inches from the center of the pubic bones, right? And then see if you can rotate the leg externally up, keeping the edges of the feet together. And then exhale, bring it down. And of course you can do that, but now try to do it without rocking the pelvis back. Keep the pelvis stacked, left over right, and then bring it back down. So this way we really focus the movement into the glute and the piriformis muscle, the deep six rotators as well, underneath, and then bring it back. And do that again, spiral open, and exhale back. That is really good. Because right, do you remember a lot of times when you first learn this, you kind of like fall back and the knee goes way up. It doesn't actually work the muscles that you're working or want to work unless you do it, keeping the pelvis still and working from the femur head about 1 inch to 2 inches deep inside your body from your fingertip. Now we're going to bring the knee up in that external rotation. Keep the bottom leg there, just straighten the top leg, similar to what we did earlier on the roller. Then inhale, bend the knee, replace the edges of your knee together. Exhale, lower the knees, stack them. So inhale, the knee goes up. Exhale, you stretch the leg, you reach. Inhale, fold the knee, bring the edges of your feet like a clamshell hinge, and exhale, bring it down. Once more to lift, exhale, open, inhale, fold, exhale, down. Now we're doing what we call fire hydrant. So you can take your left hand and press it into the mat in front of your chest. Pick the whole leg up as a unit, keep the bend in the knee, and exhale, bring it down. See if you can feel this in the lateral hip. Good. Inhale, let it rise. Exhale, come down, use the full breath to lower so you're not dropping it. Good work. Inhale, pick it up here. Exhale, bring it down. And we do this again. All right. Now let's stretch out the legs, lay onto your stomach. We'll get a little work in the glutes next. So you overlap your hands and rest your forehead on your hands. Press the front of the pelvis into the floor. Legs, let's keep them parallel right now. So we're going to find the pelvis pressing down on the right side, especially as you pick up the right thigh to pick up the lower leg from your glute. Nice. And then exhale, lower it down, control it down. Now push your weight into the left hip of the left side of the pelvic girdle, pick up your left leg, and exhale, lower. Good job. So you're not just bending at the knee and lifting the heel, you're picking the thigh off the ground, using the work in your glute and the upper hamstring. And lower with control. Switching sides now, the left lifts. Maybe you can feel the hip bone crest pointing a little deeper, a little heavier into the ground, and then lower. Lift again. And exhale down. One more here for the left. Okay, perfect. Hands by your side. Push up into your child's pose. Round back and curve the spine here. Let your head hang. And then stack your spine bottom to top. Okay. So we're going to work with the teaser today, next. So we're going to be sitting with our knees bent. I'm sorry, what? The other side of what?
Clamshell, other side.
Oh, I totally forgot. I'm sorry. I was rushing to get to teaser. Thank you. Yeah, totally call me out on these things, right? Appreciate it. All right. Yeah, I don't like it as much on this side, obviously. Here we go. So lift the knee and then lower it down. We spiral it up and exhale to lower. Bring it up here, rotating again. And again, you might want to take the index finger in just to remind you that if you go into the body straight back from the fingertip, that's where the center of the joint is that we're working from. Now, next one, you lift the knee up, extend the leg out, bend the knee, and exhale, lower down. Pull the knee up, straighten the leg, bend, and lower. Lift, reach, fold, and down. One more like that. Rotate, stretch out, fold, and close. Fire hydrant, lift it up from the upper outer hip, close it down, lowering that with control. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Do it again. And then one more. Okay, check that off the list today. Perfect. All right, so let's come up to sitting. All right, now we're going to use the band. at least initially. So we're taking the band around both feet, curling the tail up and sitting back on the sacrum, so you're in sort of a rounded, almost a rolling like a ball position. Lift your legs, round your spine again. So you can think elbows wide and forward. That helps pull the upper rib cage back in between the scapula. And now hold your balance point here. Stretch the legs forward and out into the band without moving your spine. Keep the C curve in the low back, and then pull the legs in. And then we press out again. We increase the load. It is helpfully supported by the fair band, and then bring it on back. It's important that you don't like arch the back when the legs extend, because that can do, you can put undue load into the low vertebra. So be sure you're tucked and balanced on that sacrum and your spine is rounded. Stretch, bring it back, and one more. And then lower the heels, open the knees back down between the legs. Coming upright, curl the spine with the tail, shift your weight a little further back, pick up your legs. Now here, just try a little bit, don't go full range yet. So keep your feet exactly where they are, curl the tail up and roll back towards your sacrum. Maybe to your waist, and then exhale, try to hold your feet where they are and pull yourself up. Yes, good. And we tuck to go back here. Round your spine a bit, curve back, and then pull with your arms, pull with your abs. Come up. Very, very good. And let's do one more like this. Round your spine, move away from your thighs. Get out a little bit at a time, foot up a little bit at a time. Nice work. And then lower the feet, open the knees, round forward, drop your head. Okay, for the last one in the series here, we will move the legs forward as you're rolling your spine down. So the thing is, you have to be careful not to extend the legs too far forward too soon. So the first thing to think about is rounding the low back and then slowly pushing the knees away. You want to hold yourself in balance so you're not falling either towards your heels or towards your shoulders. Maybe come down to the waist, lift the head, pull yourself in slowly, right? Good. And everyone should be feeling this in like their low abs. Yeah, elbows wide is helpful for the rounded spine. So curve the tail up, press. Now for most women, having the toes at eye level helps your balance. For guys, because they've got more weight in their shoulders, their legs are usually a little lower than that. And we do this again. So round your tail up, curve your back down. When you get to the sacrum, you can start to think about pushing the legs away. You might end up all the way with your heels to the ground with the tip of the blades touch, and then you're still in your upright curl. Then you can lift and pull everything in. It's all about finding the balance in the lower part and the upper part of the body. So you distribute the load and you have the strength to support it. So we curl the tail up, start rounding back. I try to get like in the middle or the top of my sacrum, and then I start really reaching out to the legs. So I would go down until maybe my heels touch and my blades touch, and then lift my head, then the chest, upper curl, and pull everything in like so. Beautiful. All right. Does that feel good for everyone? Nice. All right. We're going to do just a little bit of side planks here on your forearms next. So you can come lean into one arm and try to have your shoulder right over the elbow. You can extend the legs forward with a slight bend in the knee. Take your top leg so that the heel is into the base of the toes. Push into your arms and including your hand in front of your rib cage. Lift your hips up. And then try to feel that the bottom leg supports the top one. Here you can lift the top arm up to the ceiling, look up at the hand and push your arm into the ground. You breathe in, you breathe out. Really press the edges of your feet into the ground. And then bend your knees, slowly lower. Okay, other side. Of course, now remember to do the other side, right? All right, so legs not quite fully extended. You want just a little bend through your knees. We're going to press through the hands, press into the edges of the feet, come up so that your shoulder is over your elbow. Support the top leg with the bottom one. Lift the arm up, reach up for the ceiling. Try to have your head in line with your spine. And remember to breathe. The longer you make your body by reaching out for your halo, out for your tail, out for your feet, the more you feel support in your core. You're actually feeling the connective tissue lengthen and wrap you tight to help you support. And then we can lower the arm as you bend your knees, come down gently. All right, and then we're coming up to standing. Awesome, visible. Okay, so we lift the arms up to the sky, look up at your hands, circle the arms around and down. Palms back, lift again. Little upper back extension, circle and lower. Once more. And exhale down. Reverse. Palms forward, circling up. Lower the arms, quiet the room, quiet your own nervous system. Switch it up here. Hallelujah moment. And then you come out of it gently. Once more. And then down we go. Pull your shoulders, shake out your body. And then we do a roll down. So you look down. Let the head stretch the neck. Dive your head for the ground. Arms totally relaxed, just falling forward or directly underneath the tips of your shoulders. Come down and have the hands above the ankles, below the knees. And now we circle the arms here. Small circles the size of a knees. Bend your knees if it's too tight in your low back or your legs. And then we pause and reverse the circles. Then just let the arms be quiet. Bend your knees here. Push down through your feet. Sink the tail. Stack your spine slowly. Keep looking down at your feet here as long as you can. And then bring your gaze across the room to the horizon. Big breath in. As you exhale, feel the weight of the arms, relax the shoulders. We're good for today. Thank you.